Welcome, bros. I'm right here on the list of players. 233rd canister. So it does seem like, well, yes, I'm still here. 232. Someone dropped. Perhaps rejoined to change their deck a little bit. Can you leave and rejoin? No, I'm not gonna do that. Well, I can, but I will choose not to. Deck, Lotus Field Super, free, for free, and that's the deck we want to play. 4 black sources for 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black cards. It's kind of an odd choice, but only one hope. I have a second one in the sideboard. Good tone zone. Hello, ish underscore d underscore dragon. Mr. Streamer, you didn't want to double Q today. I did join the modern challenge off stream with the giant creativity deck, and game 3, my Merktide opponent overward me, and I tilt dropped. Went to do the laundry and make food before starting the stream. I'm supposed to say time zone. Okay. Then thanks. What food did you make? I made fried tofu with a vaguely spicy sauce, rice, broccoli. It's pretty good. I did post a picture in the Discord because I think it also looked nice. And then I ate it and it was pretty nice. Sosik z Biedry. No, w Lidlu kupiłem jakby składniki, więc z Lidla. %69% to draw 2 or more out of from 7 draws. What are you trying to calculate though? Because I don't think that really makes sense. Can play Kyla's Reconstruction in your draft deck. Okay. That's cool, but also should I keep this? I have 2 draws, maybe 3 draws to get the Lotus Field. No Angel deck. I think Angel deck would be mostly double queuing deck. And as I ended up not double queuing, you don't need to play Angels, and when I play decks like Angels, I cringe. The Grazer can speed me up even if I miss a land drop. But then I have like Lotus Field. I don't have a way to cast the ultimatum off of that. Not sure if I should keep this. Let's say I will. It'd be pretty funny to go turn 1 Poseju, Grazer, put Lotus Field into play, die. Ooh, I see. Miroir. Ała, kurwa. That's, I guess, a land I can draw. Which makes it awkward. Hope Tenda in the mirror on the play. Not good, bros. Can we get the stage? Because that means that I can draw a stage or any other land to function. But my draw did not work out, I guess. Get a Lotus field in play. We get a breeding pool. So I guess I'll just put the field into the battlefield. Maybe my opponent will not be able to copy the Lotus field for a while. I guess Hope Tender actually also already works like a copy, so I rather have to hope that they don't have any payoffs in their hand, really. Strings, I guess. Spore doesn't work that well. I mean, it works pretty great. Five mana. Dark Petition. Without the ability to copy. Hmm. Could cast Spore. Could draw maybe an Otawara, bounce the Hope Tender. That seems actually somewhat relevant. It seems kind of like a tough sell to survive. I do not have an Alpine Moon in the sideboard, unfortunately. Would be useful in this spot. Could needle the stage or needle the Hope Tender, maybe actually. Kind of wasting my Viziers this way, because I also need to recombo. Hope Tender seems like an interesting technology. It does seem like that, yeah. I mean, I'm still gonna be slower, which is annoying. Maybe, I guess, Fading Hope was better because I get to Scry. But I mistapped, like I tapped that in a way that doesn't allow that. I guess if we draw strings and my opponent doesn't do anything on their turn, then we can copy, Sanctum, untap 2 land, Spore, win. They do cast strings themselves, so... I guess it is turn 5, so Lotus Field is going to combo off. Simple. So it is. I assume for distortion is gonna be desirable in the mirror. Fair wishes doesn't really matter. It could matter if they like all distortion or acquisition, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Grazer is okay for being fast, but also not necessarily super at that always. It's got a Grazer times 1 at least. I don't know, a petition. To have 2 Grazers, that sounds like a good amount to sometimes speed me up, but not the overdo of them on them. This hand does not seem to accomplish much. This hand has a Lotus Field, Thespian Stage, for distortion. I think I'll keep all the lands then. I put back petition. Hope to see a Hope Tender or something similar. Not really interested in that card. In another Temple of Misery. Louis Yakut, maybe you'll get there next time. Don't lose hope. Yeah, that's good. They played out a Boseiju. Just cry for a stage. We've got strings. Which means you can distortion next turn. After which we'll need something to cast my ultimatum. It's kinda awkward. You distortion them and they actually do keep stuff in their hand. They have Lotus Fields, so they're also like need to top deck. So if you spend strings, it's a little bit sketch in some senses, but we will see what my draw step brings. They play stage. If that's the case, almost assuredly they can't combo me next turn. Let's play the Hope Tender end stage. I guess they can possess the stage now and play, but... Then we're going to distort them. Big money. Big Brazil. Seems like you win. By the virtue of being on the play. Hope Tender is gas. Yes. I just finished a game where they actually say come to Brazil. What was that game? They seem dead. Resolving an ultimatum is a guaranteed win, so they did seem dead, yeah. So I have 4 grazes on a draw, I guess, to catch up more. Over Balagets, Impulse. Probably can't fuck around casting Impulse too much. In the matchup arena. Hell has a Hope Tender. But we've got a 1 land in hand situation besides Lotus Field again. It's a good hand if I draw a land, but it's not super great. This hand sucks. Keep. I put back ultimatum, just rely on Por getting me the stuff. Probably. Kind of awkward to keep Grazer on 5, but I am on a draw, so it's like if I draw nuts, then it maybe actually will let me catch up. Wow, yet another Boseju. Sleep is the cousin of death. This is another Lotus Field. They play an island, maybe they drew Breeding Pool 2 and my Boseju is land destruction. On the draw, debuff, doubled on. Applied another instance of. We have to luck sack. Aren't you always need to Laksak? Question mark. This is not a proper question. Not proper English. So the meaning of your question is a little bit unclear to me. Seems like summoning the Vizier might be the correct move on the next turn though. We'll see. Interesting. Did sorcery speed this? I guess to cast is crying immediately. So it actually makes sense, yeah. I'd actually play around Boseiju by doing that. Bro, I got an insane idea. Play Shadow Spear. Yeah, that sounds great. Shadow Spear with Boseiju. Imagine if you could just Boseiju Lotus Field. How much worse would the deck be? If it just didn't have Hexproof. You could Field of Ruin or Boseiju the Lotus Field. It's pretty rough. Pretty unplayable. You could like sideboard Field of Ruin or like sneak Field of Ruin into your deck easily. I think I'll cast the Vizier and try to go off next turn with that. Every green deck plays Boseiju, yeah. But only a few. But if that happens, you just loosen the spots, I guess. If they ever draw Boseiju and you could play more Boseiju. Or if the Lotus exile the land as long as it is in play. Like Oblivion Ring effect. Yeah, that's interesting. Then it would be still significantly worse. No, they're casting stuff. You have only one field though, so. Massive is 0-1. Tough luck. Ouch. But I mean, we can top deck another pour. I mean, as far as bad things, you don't have the second fields now. I mean, I guess your turn. Some of my favorite players are all 1 in this tournament. Damn. How many rounds is it? 9 rounds of Pioneer. Love it. Okay, we have to rip something now. It doesn't immediately help. Is there a Pioneer deck idea you have had that had been waiting for allied fastlands? Blue-black mid-range treasure cruise cards. But it's a pretty vague idea, and I think it's gonna be much better because if you want to cast Thoughtseize and Consider, the fastland helps a lot compared to the slowland. Shipwreck Marsh or whatever is the name. Yeah. Merfolk are just fish with legs. They don't even have legs necessarily. Unless hands are legs, but if you look at merfolks like Ambassador Lacfatus, fishtail, no legs. Madrix and Neff, twin casters. Alright, they seem to have legs. Alandra, Sky Dreamer. Clearly legs, alright. JH Kiora, legs and pretty nice pair of them. Color of Gales, legs. Alright, actually merfolks have legs, I take that back. But not all merfolks have legs. It's pretty big difference. This has no legs. I think the Lorwyn merfolks have no legs, yeah. Well, now my favorite streamer is also 01 in the showcase. Yeah, you've heard that Massive lost. I still despise the Capenacephalus for not looking squid enough. Really. And water merfolk legs transform into fins. That sounds made up. Way too magical. Oh yeah, bro, those legs, they actually just transform into fins. That's just how it is. Sure. Free black. They're gonna distort me again. Hopefully. No. They found the extra mana to kill. Short stream to date them. Well, it's only the first round, so we'll see what happens in the future rounds. And the air merfolk legs transform into propellers. True. How was my cube draft? We were 1-1 with this mid white monsters deck. It's extremely mid. Nothing good about it. I come from YouTube. On YouTube, Canister very good. He wins every game. He got like he trophy every time. So I come here and what do I see? Feeble 01 streamer. It's kinda true. It's kinda true. Sometimes you like watch a player on YouTube and they just win every game. Like not necessarily Magic even, but some other games and just They always succeed, and you're like, damn, how they always like manage to narrowly escape defeat. And then it turns out that it's because it's curated, and they actually don't escape defeat. But they show you the times they did. Good strat. Thanks for the game. Well, thank you too. Let's play our cube match now. As we're gonna probably wait for a long time till next round starts. 45 matches still in poggers. Still in poggers. On the play. We have one land and one Usher of the Fallen, which is technically all we need, but not really. Keep. Can put back a 5-drop or a plains. I think putting a 5-drop seems reasonable when I have such a powerful 4-drop in hand, and you got Stoneforge to tutor up a card to play on turn 3 to. Should I remember that this card used to be banned in Modern? It was deemed too strong. But now it's actually a staple in like one of the 2 best decks in Modern. Although, like, not even doing the thing you would expect it to do. Do you think Hammer would play Butter School if Caldra wouldn't exist? Discuss. No, it probably would not, yeah. I mean, like, probably not much attractive about Butter School in a deck like this. 4 for lifelinker. And you could kind of simply just use Nettle Cyst or something like that. Yeah, Blazing Shaw. Definitely a card. Opponent's playing Mountain Eidolon into Plains, which is a bit rough times, but I sure hope they don't have a lightning bolt though. Okay, Resta seems like a better play because if I get shocked or bolted, that's too bad. And Restoration actually lets me grab the second equipment. Oh, Giton, too bad. Still wins. I played a 3-4 flash monster, opponent concedes. Alright. Solid game plan they have. This might be a Wall of Omens matchup. Over Containment Priest. Maybe a Baneslayer Angel matchup too. Probably let's cut Usher. Let's add an extra planes, go to 17 lands. And we can cut something else too. We haven't seen any artifact or enchant. Well, we've seen Eidolon as a target for my artifact enchantments. Hate. Let's cut Cathar Commando. Is there a link to the Lotus Field deck list? Yes. Type exclamation mark deck. It's gonna yield it. It didn't yield it the last time, but I will not explain why. Palmeiras now Tem Mundial. Very well put. Assume Mundial means Mundial. The kickball. Is Caldra in the set? In the set being cube in this situation. I kind of feel like I've seen Caldra before in the packs, but I'm not sure. Don't really know. Have I seen the Miss Universe thing? I don't believe I have. I don't know anything about that, so you'd have to tell me. Char to kill my wall. Good. Were you guys also taught to sign the national anthem when you were kids in school? Yes. Like to decorate it. I don't know what does it mean to decorate the national anthem, but it was definitely on the music lessons in elementary school. It was. I think you did. You learned how to sing the national anthem. Not according to this. Okay. Brazil. Why did it shot itself? Such a weird way. It's way too long. It was way too long for the punchline. The punchline is pretty fun. It's just not even France. It's just rah. The sound. The punchline isn't good enough for the build up. Yeah, if you just like cut off like I don't know, leave like 5 4 of them. Don't need the entire minute of that, but pretty good one. But also pretty bad, like pretty bad formats. You need to work on that, Bobsy. I don't know Miss World was still a thing, but I've been watching how the French woman introduces herself for about half an hour. When I read it, I also thought that she's gonna just introduce herself for a very long time. Like, it's gonna take her a long time to introduce herself. But I actually misunderstood the message. I guess Stoneforge into Giton. I wonder how's the Miss World. What's the name for that? Just Miss World? Is that the entire Miss World? Is that the like term? That seems kind of odd when you say it. That seems to be called Miss World, but it is interesting how the meta game in the community looks like around that of the hardcore grinders of that scene. Miss Universe. Miss Universe is also kinda a lot, right? The universe. It's like a huge claim to make. Guess I'll play Avacyn. Why does Earth always win Miss Universe? Yeah, exactly. It's a big claim. It's not even Miss Observable Universe, just Miss Universe. However, watched Pumping Iron Kaneki. I have not. Not hugely interested about bodybuilding except for Aniki, so never crossed my mind, but maybe it would be make for an interesting watch. Are you watching live? Yes. So the question you always ask, and why exactly? What is the origin of that question? Don't quite understand that. That's a meme. That's a good meme. Psychologically terrorizes his competition. Damn. What is the policy on talking about the elite cards? I mean, I'm not gonna forbid you from doing that. In Wizards, not gonna tell me not to talk about the cards, so it's fine. Okay. What you gonna do now? That's so good. So you can talk about leaked cards. You can fully discuss them. Genshin Impact Company, for example, it has a strategy where they have a content creator program which pays out in-game currency for people who partake in it. But if you mention or talk about leaks, which inevitably like leak out every update like 3 weeks before or something, you don't get to get that reward. But Wizards doesn't care in any way, and they like don't give me anything either. So they have no power to stop me from talking about the leaks, and I have no desire to not talk about the leaks. If they just the cards are there, then we can just talk about them. Okay, my angel taken. I don't have to explain myself. True, you don't. I was just asking. I wonder how many fast lands the Green Ignis deck plays in Pioneer with Copperline George legal. I think the cap of how many fast lands you play in a deck in general, it's not that high. You for sure play the green ones because of the elves, and you don't play Spire Bluff Canal. So that's good that you get to change to play the useful ones and of the useless ones. That's truly rather useful. Why did my Blade Splicer die? Did I mess up? Didn't I make a creature into a 1/1? Oh, because my lord died, of course. Right, seems like we die. My lord died, that's why the guy died. I didn't realize that my lord is gonna die and my creature is gonna die too, but it doesn't matter, you get burned out anyways. By the Sulfuric Vortex. Could have Destroy Evil if they have Oblivion Ring and Sulfuric Vortex and maybe some creatures. Should have given your Blade Splicer +2/+2, yes. Gain life. Vortex prevents life gain. I guess we have plenty of these engines. Let's have Qatar Commando then. In the deck. Penslayer seems worse. They have Wandering Emperor too. Let's not have that. It's actively bad against the... Vortex. It's kinda, if it was to be believed that the cards were actually open in Dominaria packs, it's kinda crazy. That happens. They just not sort their cards, they just like print them all on the same printer and they like pack them as it goes, and they're like, oh fuck, we put Dominaria in. We put Phyrex and Dominaria again. And then they're like, yeah, I mean, I guess just leave it at that. What are you playing in the challenge? If you read the title of the stream, the mystery might be uncovered. But it's Pioneer Lotus Field. When's the new actual set? It's the beginning of February. Wasn't the new cards leaked from Infinity 2? There might have been something like that, yeah. Has to be intentional, right? Seems like it happens every set. Maybe it's intentional. Maybe it's just marketing. I'm not sure if that's likely. But maybe. My Gita is not gonna trigger against Mother of Runes, which is painful. Well, if like it gets leaked, they don't get to control like how the cards get released, but spoiled. But I don't know how important the spoiler season is to begin with. To like how cards sell afterwards doesn't seem to have that much relevance. I would play Lotus Field if it wasn't so tutor intensive and takes me 20 minutes to win one game. I think you can improve from 20 minutes. You can definitely go faster. If there's absolutely room for improvement for you. I guess I play Loran. Struggle on that matchup. Well, it's a bad matchup. Best things you can do is go fast, needle, and hope tender, I think. Which is fine. Kinda have all the angles covered for me. Sucks. What's my favorite way to win with Lotus Field? I like them all. I mean, it's with Approach of the Second Sun. But also, like,
He's
that's
a
just how we
phenomenal
always end up
control
winning, I guess.
player.
Unless you mean a step before, which I'm not sure how to answer that. Then. Thank you very much for a gifted sub, Adam_MTG. They have gifted 181 subs in the channel. Oh shit. So many subs. The Mother of Runes Selfless Spirits combo. It's too much, man. Could take Monarch, but that seems unwise. Or we should play towards Winds of Abandon. Just white drawing for both plays with Lauren seems okay. Subgiften to Fallendorf. So yeah, I played Flicker Wisp, tapped my opponent's Inspiring Vantage. Very inspiring indeed. Okay, land number 6, and then we Winds of Abandon, and it's gonna be all fine. This turn we can flash in Archangel Avacyn. Finally block the Selfless Spirit. But it's fire blasting me for 6 damage. This is not nice, especially with the silent clearing in play, but what is nice? Silverblade Paladin. Soulbond doesn't target, right? No attack. Well, that's good for me. I probably meant to attack, but... Because it makes sense, right? If I flash in Avacyn, then you give protection from white, attack for 4, I go to 2, and I kill me with Grim Lavamancer, but... I think we can just keep the Avacyn. No, it makes sense to play her. Just have more power to attack. I assume to win I need to Loran into land and wins them. We'll be at 3 life though, which problem, but if this gets an attack we can gain life back, so it's good. Don't mana type me. Or don't Blighting Helix kill me with the Grim Lavamancer. In general, please don't. Exile each creature you don't control. Damn, pretty strong. Is Winds of Abandon an MH card or MH2 card, bros? Don't look it up. MH1. So back when we were cool playing with Path, they made a sorcerer speed 2 mana Path. And told us, play with this. Never seen the old boy version though, that's because it's only on Magic Online. Actually killed Flicker Wisp, that seems insane. Maybe they have some kind of a dragon, but we attacked them with 3 lifelink damage. I mean... Sure. Hello Kani, hello Lost World. They made a land drop. Did opponent punt? Well, they have bet in their deck, so I'm not sure if they punted, but I think it would make sense for them to equip my equip the vigilance against the Wandering Emperor. Okay, we won. 2-1 with the medium-est of the white decks.
Player.
So it seemed weird that they didn't kill the lifelinker, because then they could burn me out. With Char, Lightning Helix. Yet they decided not to. I mean, so you keep this hand, and then you need to draw Lotus Field, and you need to draw blue mana to cycle the Vizier at all. I don't think it's good. This seems better. Not ideal either, but better. Soft Man, thank you very much for the sub. Prime Gaming, very well spent, chat. Did you know that Prime Gaming lets you subscribe to one chosen channel on twitch.tv every single month for free? And subscribing comes with many benefits, such as emotes, ad-free viewing experience, the knowledge that you're supporting your favorite streamer, access to the sub-only Discord, access to the occasional deck guides they write in the sub-only Discord, and many others. Seems like that's Angels, most likely. Okay guys, what's your highest THPS2 combo? What's THPS2? Alright, seems like we won because Angels is absolutely incapable of doing anything. Tony Hawk Pro Skate. Oh, Tony Hawk. Yeah. I played the Prelude with Angels the other evening.
Control player.
Subscribing to Canista is very based. You get access to exclusive content in Discord, deck guides, and most of all you support a great streamer.
I played against 2 combo decks in a row, one being the Blue-Black Oracle deck with the XL top 13 cards, tutorial card, and then Lotus Field, and you never beat any of those decks, and it's so bad. It's literally so bad. And just like turn 6 deck, because you never have a turn 1 play. You always pass on turn 1, and then like you can produce an insurmountable advantage, but you can't actually win. Yeah, they actually threatened to kill me on turn 5. So you have to do something, although if we just bounce an angel, that's good enough too, right? I could Mastermind's Acquisition and get Path of Peril and Path of Peril, 2 drops. Just like chill, no rush. Is Defending Silence played as Cyborg Current Pioneer? Angels plays it, yeah.
He's a phenomenal
It's a
control
decent
player.
card. Use Lotus
Joel.
Field against Phoenix, even more so importantly. It's pretty decent. It's kind of weird how that works, right? Because the company, they put those two into play. So they put two angels into play, and Jada has each other angel you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter for each angel you already control. So they both enter at the same time. So like this doesn't see this in play yet for this ability, yet this ability happens. Which is kind of weird, right? It kind of doesn't really make sense when you think about it. Siedem. 11. I don't know if it used not to put counters or not, but it's a little bit unintuitive in general. I don't think it's a bug. I'm not sure. Actually. Let's get like Leer, Grazer to taunt my opponent and pour over the pages. Damn, Outer Wilds
I
was
forgot
such a
all
good
the
game,
funny
bros.
TTS things we can do, so I
Liked
guess
it
you
very much.
ara you ara LLLLLLLLLLLL 777,777,777,777 whatever I'd. Letter B in square, 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 letter
Can
B
this
in
deck be playing
square,
an
letter
Explorer
B in
too?
square, letter O in
I
square,
think
letter
Explorer
O in square,
misses
letter O
important
in
cards
square,
that make this
letter
deck
O in
function. I
square,
think Testbin
letter O in
Stage and
square,
Hidden
letter O
Strings
in square, letter O in
might
square,
both not
letter O
be
in
in
square, letter
Explorer,
B in
so
square, letter B in square,
that sounds
letter
like
B
a
in
big
square,
problem.
letter B in square, letter B in square.
Eugene, Sweepers. I don't actually like Languish, but I think I like Path of Peril. TTS is about 1.5 per volume. It's supposed to drown me. I think it's a bit too loud though. Maybe I should set it to quieter. I'll do that for the next stream. Well, you cannot Twitch. You cannot turn off TTS as a viewer because it happens on my end. In my broadcasting software, so. Why no Fire of Wishes in this deck? I bought it out. Doesn't seem good in the matchup. I have it for Stonebrain purposes, mostly. But you could play without it, TBH. Like they have the hate creatures sometimes. You can probably board out an ultimatum. Don't want to board out tutors. Could have Zakama, but Zakama is a bit too small. You don't want a 1 for flying beater. Beater not. Blocker
He's
is
a
fine though.
phenomenal control player.
All-time record shattered.
He's a
Alright.
phenomenal
What
control
actually
player.
happened? Thank you. 1, 2,
He's
3,
a
4,
phenomenal
5 gifted
control
subs.
player.
Level 2
He's a
complete.
phenomenal control
We
player.
got the scam train broskies. Thank you very much, Adam, for your insane
He's a
supportage.
phenomenal control player.
I find it kinda maybe humorous in a way that the two people who we can call, for the lack of the better term, whales
He's a
of my stream
phenomenal
are called
control player.
Adam. Both. It's kinda, what are the odds, right? Breezy Day, thank you very much for the gifted sub too. Damn. I don't think we ever got into Scam Train level 3. Probably nothing particularly important happens in there, but... Skip Boseju for the defending silence. Do I think Jeskai Breach without combo is good in Modern? It does seem like a playable deck. It did win the tournament yesterday, or at least top 8 at the tournament yesterday. So it's clearly like at least a functional deck. I think the deck could use some refining, but that just means that if it's fine now without it being refined, then it can be just better, right? Which is also a point in
He's
favor of a deck
phenomenal
rather than against
control
it.
player.
Damn, Psychonaut, thank you for the gifted sub. Getting there. Do I think Modern will ever be a part of MTGA? I find it unlikely, seeing the speed of the Explorer cards being added. You can cycle one. We have Thespian Stage, we have no need for the Vizier hardcast. As Impulse. Supreme Verdict. Let's take Supreme Verdict and play Island Chill. Can cast the Verdict. The verdict is in the details. No, that's not even a saying, but... Does seem like that is the fate of the Angel players, is to play against Lotus Field and then you die. Oftentimes. But yeah, the amount of cards that are in Modern that are not on Arena is pretty high. The amount of relevant cards is much, much lower. You could add Modern Horizons 2 and you'll be halfway there. And I guess there is some of the Modern Horizons cards are already there, in fact. How do we beat Silence though? Just the Bossejus? Well, we do have a Bosseju in hand, yeah. Like, this deck finds Bosseju pretty reliably with Sylvan Scrying, so you have Bosseju Otawara for the hate pieces. There's going to be modern MTGA. I think it will be a community format like Gladiator, and 30% of the cards will be missing. Yeah, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seems good enough to sweep now because this is like pretty threatening, and if they add some, well, oh, actually I changed my mind. It is not reasonable to sweep now. They play hate, but I want to do it immediately. Oh, the Boseju, solid. Ooh, oh, fuck. Okay, maybe that was actually pretty bad to activate then. Because we got pretty wrecked by that. Because we drew this, we have this in play. It's so bad. But they're gonna be on 2 cards, so. Well, that was probably a reason not to activate it, just hold it. Lear. Lear, recast, Supreme Verdict. Archon of Emeria. Solid. They should just add all cards from last 100 challenges and 4 prelims and 5 dams. Can't be that many cards. Yeah. That wouldn't be that many cards. Opponent actually putting up a fight. Sort of. Do they have an attack here? Yeah, I'm not gonna win with damage, it doesn't matter. So I didn't think of that. One mana Boseju because of Lear. Disciple of the Drowned, damn. They're likely to have a company in hand, I think. I can die to some things, but I need to increase the power and get through my blocker. So, like, company into the. And I also can get Otawara. The company into the two force maybe. Was it not better to just recover the verdict? Or was it? Doesn't seem like that was to me. I can flashback the verdict. And this way I get closer towards having 2 Lotus fields. Well, they actually do have company then. Can die. We don't. So Jada. Right then. Bro. Keep casting those cards. You're gonna help? I don't think they ever have more than one Bossage in their deck. I know. Pretty smart, like, reasonable play for my opponent to, like, hold up the extra copies for after the sweeper. That's pretty decent, but now they draw a 1/4 monster with, you know, a 1/4 monster, huh? One, two, three, four, 5. 9, 13. 10, 11. No Grazer this time. Canister wins the match. Okay, we are 1-1 thanks to defeating the angles deck. They did attack me from the correct angle with many cards. Was close to mattering, I guess, but didn't really matter.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Happy New Year, okay?
Thank you, Frank. Was ace. Very nice of you. Damn, I guess I forgot about the scam train, but we were a bit too late for the third chapter of the scam train. Yo, Kaneki, hello. Wave your cactus, my mod. Rare appearance from the most deserving mod. Why is Hope Tender in the deck? Seems out of place. It's a creature that speeds you up in matchups that need speeding up. Why do you think it seems out of place? Probably because it's a mana dork that dies to removal, so that is true. That's why I don't have them. That's why you don't like rely on them, but there are matchups in Pioneer where there is removal is sparse and speed is important, and Lotus Field has resiliency. It does not have speed necessarily, so just, you know, gives you extra speed, which is what you would be lacking otherwise. If you're up against a deck with removal, game 1 you cannot play it. If you're up against mono green, you can speed yourself up. Thoughts on Lotus Field overall? Have an upcoming event which is Pioneer / Modern. I don't really play Pioneer. Expect the meta to be mostly tier 1 decks. It's a strong deck. Rewards knowing your deck, I guess. Need to know the deck to play the deck. I also have a Pioneer tournament, and I guess I do play Pioneer. But Lotus is gonna be... It's like one of the things I'm considering for the PT, maybe, I would say. To an extent. It does do a good job of beating up on all the shit decks. The creature decks. Angels, Phoenix. I guess Phoenix is not a creature deck, but it does do a good job of beating up on that. I mean, to extend, it mostly depends on your opponent's build and on yours, whether those matchups are actually good or not, I think. I would say. Well, if people won't be targeting it at the event, then if you go and learn the like base combos, ultimatum, piles, and some important stuff, then you can probably be okay. We're gonna do a draft only, waiting for round 3. Yeah, bros. Mock spell is pretty good, but I'm not sure if it's actually better than counterspell or windswept heath. Time twister is also power technically, but well, it's pretty shitty as far as power goes. What's the largest amount of power that a person opened in Vintage Cube ever? Twitch chatters. Do you think someone opened Black Lotus and 5 Moxen? Do you think that ever happened to a person, or is there maybe some kind of an artificial cap? You've seen 4 or 5 in your drafts or somebody else's drafts? Highest I had personally is Lotus, 2 Mox, Ancestral, and Time Walk. Damn, it's pretty strong. Fastman with Time Twister is good, but probably somebody will take the Time Twister. Leovold with Time Twister is good. Damn, should have taken a Time Twister maybe. Which card is the best with Lotus? Is it Cough of the Hammer? Out of those cards, TBH may be true. Lotus, a Cough of the Hammer. So X will have 5, but one of them was time to assert them. Pick could honestly be a Singed. Maybe. Can force mono red if you take Cough, but like Cough is gonna wheel, and like both Cough and Magda are kinda whatever. Can take Ancient Tomb. Let's take Ancient Tomb. Not sure. Well, Ancient Tomb is fine, but the pain does really add up. It's not ideal, I think. It does not commit me to a color, but that's actually a downside in my specific instance. If I'm not committed to a color, I draft nothing and I die. And my deck is shit. It's better for me if I commit to something. For example, we could commit to the Swift Spear and wheel Cough. I think Ancient Tomb with Mono Red is actually fine. Could also take Mother of Runes because maybe that's better. With those guys, let's take Mother of Runes. Adeline doesn't work with Ancient Tomb. The red tea kind of works with like Black Lotus nicely. Not really. Hell Rider works with Black Lotus. And Ancient Tomb. I think Ancient Tomb is better in mono red because there's more red 2 cards than white cards that are playable with Ancient Tomb. I guess we took Mother of Runes, so let's take Adeline. School Clamp. This is a nice red aggro card, so probably like kinda randomly seems like red would have been okay, but I think School Clamp is pretty good with Adeline. Porcelain Legionnaire is a great way to lose 4 life on the first turn. With Ancient Tomb. Do you think that guy likes being School Clamped? I can't see his face to see if he's happy or not. Probably unhappy. If I had to guess. Damn. I mean, I think we committed to white. School Clamp Spectral Procession, is that a combo? Probably Metamorph is better. Fetchland, red aggro card. Aurelia the War Leader, why is this in the cube? Is it a reanimator target of sorts? Not Trinket Mage to get Lotus or Clamp. That would require me to play a different color, which we don't do now. Cough of the Hammer wheels, so Richard on Port is kinda I guess it's playable. Kinda. Not sure. Could take off and like still like Hellriders plus peak come around. That probably doesn't make sense. Can Lotus out a Armageddon on turn 1, kill our own only planes and scratch our head. Alright, so deck off was unnecessary. At first I thought Aurelia was a combo with Kiki or Splinter Twin, but then there is the legend rule. I think you're supposed to just reanimate her and hit hard. Chuparacabra. History is okay. I think history is kinda lame, especially Ancient Tomb in the deck. Flicker Wisp seems better, and Soul of the Fire and Ice seems better, especially with Ancient Tomb, I think. Let's take Sword and wheel Flicker Wisp. White cards seem to wheel. Mana Drainage is solid, but personally, I guess I'll play Blade Splicer. I mean, you could take the Mana Drain and... No, I mean, no, the cards I have don't go with Mana Drain. Whatsoever. Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't wheel anything if I take the Blade Splicer, but... Seems good in my deck. So it seems like I'm drafting the same mono white deck as last time, like identical. Student and Cathar Commando. Student wheels. Cathar Commando might not because it's a disenchant card, so we're gonna get Student on the back. Gideon with Lotus, pretty nice. Gideon with Ancient Tomb, okay. Soulfire Grandmaster, not really okay. Seems like we're gonna Gideon. Well, it does seem like I'm drafting the same deck again, yeah. Not really like super willingly or like unwillingly, just so happened. Too bad we passed Mox Pearl than first pack. How good is Paladin? It's not too good. But it hits relatively hard. White, not great with Ancient Tomb. Could have Scrablan and then we can actually splash black. If we have a reason. With Silent Clearing already making black. Could take Grand Cenobit, Elish Norn. But, well, with Ancient Tomb, Black Lotus we can cast her. Kinda. But I'm not sure if that's relevant. Take the Scrabland. Wow, literally nothing here. I guess hairs for the sideboard. For the reanimator matchups or whatnot. Restoration Angel, Archangel Avacyn. Gonna take Restoration Angel. Retrofitter Foundry is okay, but also doesn't really make sense in my deck, so not that I'm really interested in it. We have Containment Priest Flicker Wisp combination once again in the deck. 3 white cards, really medium Ancient Tomb. I think Ancient Tomb is not that high of a pick. I don't think I should have picked it. Let's take Chandra. Chandra good with Lotus and Ancient Tomb. It's possible I should have taken Swift Spear and not Mother of Runes. And went the red route because of the Ancient Tomb. But maybe it's not as important and it's fine. That Ancient Tomb pays for some cards in my deck, but not literally all of them. And you know, those cards still pretty good with Black Lotus. Student of Warfare. We could take Conceal Courtier, but Student of Warfare is just better. And we don't have any black cards. Great with Ancient Tomb. Oh wait. Wars of Singet. I'm probably not playing, but it's fixes for black once again. What ruins somebody's days more? High Tide or Brain Freeze? Probably High Tide. Could take the black removal spell. Like when we're gonna play Elishton, I guess we might. Could actually splash Scrap Heap Scrounger with the black lands. That makes sense. And then somehow I just put it away and it's actually a fine card. I mean, I'm not sure. Is it a fine card? It's a card for sure. But might not be all that fine. This pack is a bit weak. No power here. Should escape Leveler. If we go Ancient Tomb, Black Lotus, and Plains, we can go pow pow pow. Did we pick the Heath? We did not, no. Another sword with Ancient Tomb. Probably. Cycle this back. Nobody's gonna take it. Selfless Spirit is okay. Damn, Lelia. Lelia of Ancient Tomb, Black Lotus, so nice. Ooh, Esper Sentinels in the cube. I'm not sure how good it is. But it's good with equipments and costs 1 mana. The more Esper changes, the more he refuses to. Damn. Combos with Skull Clamp, yeah, I can for example kill it. And draw. Lion Sash. Lion Sash, 2 mana creature, hates on graveyards, I guess. Versus Tundra, which does not matter. Let's take the Lion Slash. Consult Judgment. Nice removal. I wouldn't mind a few more 4 mana cards. Like Hero of the Blade Hold. Or some Elspeth. Planeswalkers. We did just pass an Elspeth, but that was the weak one. I would like to be able. I mean, I guess you play 3-drop, it's a good use of your Lotus, but ideally you play a 4-drop. This is the most unexciting black Lotus deck, lol. I think that's actually the most exciting when you have Lotus in decks like this. Hero of the Blade holds, see, that's exciting. Planes, hero pass, and your opponent goes, top land, and you go, okay, attack you for 7. And they go, cantrip. And then you say, okay, attack you for 11. Damn, Hero of the Blade Hold is actually the 7-11 joke. Let's take the canopy. Don't know if you saw that, but you just sideboarded Norn. I actually did that knowingly, yeah. That was actually on purpose. As I have decided that I probably will not end up playing Elish Norn in this deck. A relic for the sideboard. Could play Misha's Factory too. I have Student of Warfare, Figure of Destiny, Lion Sash. Some white intense cards. I think we can afford the Factory. Lotus Petal, we probably don't want to play. Lotus Petal in an aggro deck. Sweeper for the sideboard, white. Already have Leon Sash and Harris for Graveyard Hide anyways, that is true. Alright, what are the weakest cards in my deck? I don't know if I want 2 swords. Necessarily. Resto. I think it's not Resto. Maybe Usher of the Fallen, because that card didn't impress. Well, that's okay with Skull Clamp. Flicker Wisp and Priest. It's kinda true, maybe. How can we bring back Scrap Keep? I have 2 black lands. Metamorph kinda random, yeah. I don't have great stuff to copy. Yes, Containment Priest out of the sideboard, although we have the Flicker Wisp for the combo. Maybe Scrap Heap Scrounger is exciting too. The Vesia's Last Cat? No, I have the 17 mana sources. Counting Lotus as a mana source. Okay, actually I wanted an extra. I have 2 equipments. I have 2 sacking lands. So maybe let's cap the Scrap Heap Scrounger. Indeed. Black Lotus, Hero of the Blade Hold. Probably Black Lotus Gideon is better against most people because it's easier to kill Hero of the Blade Hold immediately as a creature, but Gideon pretty harsh. Although Hero block clocks faster. Alright, let's go. I mean, I guess you keep those. Planes. Planes pass. Well, I hope it's under Engel's deck. Alright, we are Fotsy's resistant now. Cave the Frost Dragon. Alright, another Angels, bros. Fucking Angels. That deck, bros. I play a 1-4 on turn 2. You do, yeah. Nice aggro curve. I play a 3 mana 2-4. Honestly, next turn is gonna be a 3 mana 6 power, so shouldn't laugh about that one. What is Angel good against? It's good against decks where Bishop of Wings blocking is a powerful interaction. Also good against Phoenix. I don't think there is that many angels in general, but just happened to play against 2 in a row. I don't know. Like angels is pretty good when blocking is good. I think I would say, and life gain is good because the deck is good at that, and you know, just like play the creatures, and it's kind of hard to attack through them, and then they have lots of power, lots of toughness. They do plenty of bullshit like this. So I actually might be losing this game if I don't draw something good immediately. Lol. Kurwa no. Nic nie dobiorę. Widzę, że nic nie dobiorę. Right, I'm gonna go Thespian stage into Otowara the Valkyrie in combat. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I actually lost to Angels game 1. So a bit cringe, but I think I'll board Zakama this time. They board like all of those hate effects for So it's actually kinda good at winning games like the last game we played against them, I think. Might they board out the removal? They might, yeah, but I bought in sweeper, so I don't want to have hope then they're getting swept. This hand does not seem good. This hand seems okay. I think we bottom this. Although it does let me cast turn 4. 4? Oh, not quite. I need one more extra mana. Don't want to scrying yet because I don't know what for. So we're gonna take an extra draw, so maybe we're gonna draw either stage or Lotus Field. Could bounce this to like set them back to the Stone Age and scry for where they land. Actually, let's do that. Hopefully I will find one of the lands. Activate Mutavault, activate Book of Exile, Deeds go. The Angels decks don't play the book combo anyways, anymore. Scry for a land, but not that one kappa. Well, yes, but actually no kappa. I was meant to say that I was scrying for, you know, the one of the 8 lands, the combo lands, Lotus Fields and stages. 8 stages of grief. How many stages of grief are there? Stages of grief. 5. Well, we have 4 stages in the deck. And they are not of grief, they are thespian stages. It's quite a bit different. Is evoke one of the stages? Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. Doesn't seem like. Have you ever misclicked Lotus Field sacrificing itself? I don't remember, but it's possible I did. It's extremely painful when it happens. Do I consider myself on the same level as Lewandowski or on a higher level? Higher tier in terms of famous balls? Who? They didn't play anything. Why didn't they play anything? Not even a Jada. That's weird. Have I ever attacked with a Dryad into a construct? Yes. Pepperoni. Okay, so we're holding up a surge. They didn't use it. Weirdly. Now they use it as their only land. Interesting. Not playing cringe ball equals auto win in my books. Yeah. Cringe ball is pretty cringe. Like the name suggests. Defending silence, okay. That doesn't matter much. Oh, awkward. But we're just looking to draw a land to just play the second Lotus field. Grazer for blocks. Grazer speeds up my land drops if I play it. And I can sweep relatively soon, so... Don't think reason to Grazer yet. Awkward? What's so awkward? Well, I guess you think I want to kill the silence? I have Zakai want to kill the silence, so... I think it's not awkward at all. For me it goes spinny barber pole, 2 fishing pole, 3 canister, 4 flag pole, 5 Lewandowski. But canister could move ahead of fishing pole if he top 8s this weekend. I actually top 8'd yesterday, so... Well, we're not gonna power over lots of pages right now. In fact, I will just do this. But we can only power over 1 page per turn. Alright, the camera seems okay here. Don't really need to do it sorcery speed, but kind of felt very primal to do that. Nice Kagla operation, sure. Imagine dying to a meme dinosaur. How can they win? My opponent? Well, I'm winning right now, so they probably will not. As the sun approached twice. Or rather approached and reapproached. Or rather we just won, I guess. There is a chance Languish is actually fine, even though it doesn't work through some of the through the pumping angel, but it does seem like it's actually fine. I don't actually want Fae of Wishes. Although Fae can wish for Ultimatum. Point also did nothing for basically 8 turns. I mean, that's the Angel's deck, yeah. Which is what it does, or does not. Hand has a Zakama, but it does seem to suck. Ooh, this is actually, pretty bad. This is actually a really bad hand too. I guess we got 4. They also move to 4. Could not keep the Grazer, but I think I like the Grazer. Speeding me up a bit. Nice game. So I guess I didn't need the Grazer because it's kind of wasteful now. But I just passed turn 2. And it seems like turn 3. Need to draw mana ourselves. Impulse probably gonna find something. Hopefully the stage. The stage of grief. Could take Balaget to make a land drop, but if this is also a mana, we can also just play it on the next turn if we don't draw a land. If they stay on 1. Which stage of grief do you think the opponent is on? I think they're bargaining right now. Can bet opponent put 1 land on the bottom. I don't think it makes much sense. Maybe they have a dumping sphere or something.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Sunday gaming, let's go.
Guess we play it. Not sure. I think you deal mental damage with Grazer attacks now. I think the Grazer attacks are actually not very funny, so I don't do that. I'm sorry, bros. I know that all of you think it's the most ridiculous shit ever, like attacking with a Grazer and has 0 power. It's so good, right? But I personally don't really care as much. Attacking with Grazer, butt, chest. Exactly. Silver, thank you very much for your tier 1 subscription. Very based for you to support my stream. I mean, you can be pretty sure that your Angel's opponent will not have haste threats, but what if they do actually? Attacking with Grazer is clearly BM, right? I guess. Guess it's BM, maybe BM. I could have just placed a Kama. Probably would be smart, but it doesn't matter. They did cast a spell. I mean, it's a tournament. Urza's favored, so if they concede to me, they still don't get to play the next round. Yet, they still have to wait for a bit. But we are 2-1 after defeating 2 Angels decks. I wonder what's the, like, percentage against that deck. If you played 1000 times versus Angels, how many matches would you think Lotus wins? Is it like 60, 70, 80? Probably like, I don't know, 60 something. Because you can die to the starts if you fumble. I would guess. Pretty sure it was from Numod stream about 1000 years ago. What? Isn't there that RC spreadsheet? Well, it has way fewer than 1000 matches. Even the most popular decks don't have 1000 matches played. Probably 100 at best. But probably less. Guristo. Sort of Fist and Family is pretty good against that, but... I don't know, like, should I sacrifice the guy? Guess it's not getting attacks, maybe. Can get more planes to go like Blade Splicer Sacrifice and equip Golem and go Sword of Fossil Family, equip Golem, get an attack. Oracle of Moody Duty, solid. Urza Saga, solid. I need more mana, bros. Lotus. Okay, that's something to play towards. For a second I thought it was modern and got confused by Oracle, but not by all the other cards in my hand. Including Council's Judgment. That is understandable. Grief. Bros, I'm just getting fucked on all avenues. Loran killed the Saga. Flash and Commando. And then I don't know what else. What is there like? What how to pursue? So it's gonna make a 1/1 construct which is going to be annoyingly colorless, so it does not fall under the umbrella of sort of Feast and Family protections. My sword. Understandable. They have a Jolred on top. Kill my Loran, which is fine. I guess. It's not fine. How do you get the idea? Wow, Dark Confidant. I mean, the sword doesn't do anything. It's the problem. Although nothing else does either. We have too many things that do something, so I think with the sword we can at least pretend to. Pretty good attack, greased, right? I don't know what they drew actually. It happened so fast. Ramin excavator with Saga. Damn. Seems like my opponent has constructed a green-black Value archetype deck with Vampiric Tutor nonetheless. And they're pretty decent at accruing Value all around. All directions. Do you have anything to draw? Oh yeah, I guess it's like... Alright, Value this. They play very minimal graveyard-based synergies. I think we just have to curve out better or draw Lotus 4-drop. Or at least Lotus 3-drop in opening hand. Which we failed to do previous game. No Lotus, question mark. Well, this curves and has the good sword against their deck, so probably should keep it. Mother of Runes, they didn't seem to have much removal, mostly Value cards. But Mother, still good to have. Jatora. Ooh. Rough. Hmm. I guess. It's not cool. I guess. It's extremely painful. Just tested positive for COVID. Is it possible for a streamer to transmit it through Twitch? If so, I will be seeking legal redress. Probably not possible. I also don't think I had COVID. Well, maybe I had silent treatment COVID and it is transmitted through the microphone. Who knows? Well, actually, who knows? Like, everybody knows that it's not a thing that can happen, so it did not happen, but who actually knows, right? Seems like the protection from your deck sword is a decent plan against my opponent's strat. Great tapping. What's that? Memory deluge. Domination. Maybe it's nothing. Yes, deluge kills them, so not that good even. I found Vampiric Tutor. I try card. Yeah, not good enough. Concede. Really tells you a lot about society. Great Ancient Tomb hand. I guess I'll keep, maybe. Actually, I'm not sure if this is a keep because Sentinel doesn't do anything. Cringe keep, yeah. Probably Sentinel first. More effective. Oh shit. I don't know what's the what their most powerful card. They didn't seem to have anything that was super scary. How much better would Ancient Tomb be right now with tapped for white instead? Significantly. But yeah, I think that them pick 2 Ancient Tomb. Do you think they Vampiric Tutored for Ignoble Hierarch? I think pick 2 was pretty bad for it. Fair green black decks are my favorite in Vintage Cube, but they always lose to the non-shit decks. Yeah, it does not seem particularly powerful. Ouch. Wow, it pluses to kill my creature. This is insane. This is positively insane. Dios mio, ja pierdolę. A mnie rozjebie. So maybe that was their Vampiric Tutor target. +1 kill your guy. Or a 3 mana Planeswalker. Very toxic card. Lily seems GG TBH. Well, Adeline can kill Liliana if they will not interrupt my Adeline, so. Kurwa, no. Ja pierdzielę. I guess the adversary. I did forget, frankly, that adversary pumps its own toughness. So I thought that there is no point in playing it because it's gonna die, but it actually pumps itself too. Vraska Golari, Queen. Bros, Ancient Tomb is terrible in Cube. Never play it. Never ever pick it. It's a trap. It's a very consistent trap. It's weird that they gave minus to this. I don't quite get it. Okay. I guess I shouldn't drafted white with Ancient Tomb. In red it's fine. In white it's bad. Yeah. It's a good way to put it. If we actually took the Swift Spear into Koth, then that would have worked out. They return Ignoble Hierarch. Okay, they play Ignoble Hierarch. Will we see Raska Plus? No, School Clump, damn. I mean, I think we are stabilizing. If hero survives, I guess. If they snuff out the hero now, we don't stabilize, nothing. But if we get an attack, then it's good. So they had removal, they would have killed heroes, so we can just attack. Those old cards where you have to like pay attention to how you stack your own triggers. So otherwise they're gonna work badly. Kinda annoying, TBH. Not my favorite. Actually entered, because if I extra planes I can crack Silent Clearing end of turn, but I forgot I can do that. Instead I just blink my point Urza's Saga for flex purposes. Oops. Seems like we won though. The medium white beats managed to topple the green black giant. I'll take a bathroom break. And I'll come back in a minute. Play how too strong, yeah. Do I really need Masterminds and Fey of Wishes? Well, you need a win con in the deck. Fey of Wishes is a card you can cut. It's mostly kinda poor. It's kind of Stonebrain insurance, but in practice it happens somewhat rarely that it actually saves you. More realistically, I had games versus Mono Green where I drew it and it was Game 1 Needle. It's also insurance against, I don't know, random decks having extraction effects or exile effects in their decks, where sometimes they can force your acquisition, and then if they exile it with their graveyard trespasser, you actually just lose the game on the spot. Which is a scenario that's not gonna happen often, but it's annoying when it does. But I wouldn't say you need Fey of Wishes, you cannot play it. You need two separate cards in Ultimate Palace that do the same thing. That's actually not true. You'd never need that. Unless you like playing neither of them and just playing Wincon main deck. Why is playing a Wincon main deck preferable over acquisition though? Like, acquisition is a real card, like you pay 4 mana to tutor for a card. It's pretty okay. Seems better than Jaces or whatnot. Acquisition also eats cyber slots a bit. Well, it eats one cyber slot. It does not eat up any other cards. Like, I don't have any cards that I play in the sideboard because of that. Like, I don't play the Zakama because I can tutor it up in game 1. I play it because I play it. I would not build a sideboard exactly the same. I would build a sideboard with a different card instead of Approach of the Second Sun. But, yes. Lori Pouvoir. We'll see what Lori Pouvoir plays. This hand is not so good. Lori Pouvoir is a Fotsies gamer frequently. But I think this is just way too bad. This has stage, can put back Hope Tender. Is the expected Lori Pouvoir spread of decks play breeding pool. And I'll say Shema in the chat, which is a Polish greeting. What's easy this? Hmm. Good song. The Cardigans, my favorite game. Gran Turismo,
He's
but
a
it sounds like
phenomenal
inside it's Gran
control
Turismo,
player.
pretty funny. My biggest complaint with this deck was not drawing Lotus Field enough. Well, as you see, that problem does not... It's not something that bothers me. I think if that's your complaint, then I would cut the Fey and play an extra Impulse, I guess. Cody Muniz 12, thank you very much for the sub. Which probably is not a satisfying answer to just play more of the Impulse Shimmer, but it is an answer, right? Like if you feel you don't draw that enough, you could cut those 2 cards, have 2 more Shimmers and find it, or 2 more Opts maybe even, but maybe if that's a bit easier to cast, it sometimes is, but it's nearly as intervention. Well, this one I would need to read. So 3 mana tutor, right? Yeah, X3G does not seem good. Let's play around the Field of Ruin or something. Discard Impulse, and next turn we can Strings, Behold the Beyond. Can someone explain the presence of Lazo the Breather? Lori Vuvua plays this deck quite a bit. It utilizes Lazo the Breather in following ways. First, Daily Dispute. Second, extremely powerful combo with Crypt Breaker, where you play turn 1 Crypt Breaker, turn 2 Lazo the Breather, and draw a card. 3, I think that's all the ways actually. Hopefully no Fotsies. Oh no. Hexproof doesn't help against Liliana ult. I guess it's a tough discard, because if I draw an untapped land, then Behold still tutors me 3 cards and puts me in a nice spot. If you take, so you can take Behold, but if you don't take Strings, I can top deck Ultimatum. I mean, I guess more cards enable Behold. But I will draw Poor anyway, so I don't know what he's thinking about. But yeah, the dual deck, challenger deck rather, version of Lotus Field had Opts in it, so you could play Opt to find Lotus Field, then you can actually be mana efficient. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Needle Liliana. I have to spend strings to do that. Leaves my opponent with 2 points of power. Mana short of getting Pour over the pages to do stuff. Because there is no Pour in my graveyard. Can put Beholden Fortel. Don't know if that's great though. There's Shouldreds in his deck. Shouldred clocks me relatively fast. But if he doesn't have the Shouldred immediately, it's gonna take a while to get to it. And like 2 damage per turn is nothing. I think that seems okay. Yes, I can get Tawara too, but that seems worse. I mean, I could search my deck for Vizier. And then drop power of the Vizier. And that sounds good if you play in paper and cheat by stacking your deck, then that would be effective. Hard to rely on that play as is. And you shouldn't cheat, bro. It's not cool. Mutavault, that is pressure. But seems like Castle is getting activated, which is good for me. Because that's slow. Dark Petition. I think I'll petition and get power. Leer. Can cast Leer and do things with it. It's weakened to Jaldred a bit, but it's activating Castle again, that's good for me. Liliana put a little bit of pressure on me early in the game, like made me discard Island, Impulse. I wish Pioneer had Twiddle. I wonder how good Twiddle would be in this deck. Probably decently good. Not sure if full 4, but certainly a few. Definitely better than Hope Tender, I guess, as far as speeding up goes. If I play Stage, I will be able to play Top Deck Ultimatum. Okay, so we have fresh 10 mana. Second Balaget for this and discard my hand. Not good. 6, 7, 8. Wait, actually we have 6, 7, 8. 12 mana, so we can behold and gain strings Alir. That's gonna be able to win. I feel like, and by feel I mean that it will actually. Maybe there's different. Maybe I forget ultimatum also. I mean, I win with this, so it doesn't matter if I have like more lethal or not. It's pretty lethal as is. Poor strings. Repetition. For ultimatum. Strings. Ultimatum. Or omniscience. Petition. Cock ring of fire. Nice draws. Have I ever fallen into a burning ring of fire before? I wouldn't even say that I have fallen into it as of right now, so I think it is fair to say that I never did that. Disregard the before. Still discard spell deck with Liliana. Probably, I think he's playing many Lilianas. He's playing Joldred. I think we want Eugene and this. We don't want Hope Tender. Don't want Fae of Wishes. Grazer is not necessarily great as against Liliana. It's probably like 2 Grazer matchup. Can have Verdict too in the deck to destroy Joldred. Language doesn't kill Joldred and Path of Peril can, but takes a little bit of trouble, and you're gonna have all the big guys because the most relevant mode of interaction my opponent seems to going to have against me is going to be discard, so it will help against that. I don't think I want Needles for Liliana. That sounds nonsensical, and we don't even know how many Lilianas are there. So I have 2 Grazers in the deck. Good to draw it early in the game, that way I don't draw it later. And we get to Breeding Pool, Thespian Stage. Very good hand. It's a really, really good hand, really. Damn. Crypt Breaker, solid. Took pour over the pages and missed a second land drop. How deep did he move again? 6. Let's play this to play around Dumping Sphere a little bit. I think we can afford to. Pithing Needle, yes. What's being piffed in this picture? Some kind of a moth with a skull pattern. If I get Dumping Sphere now, it's gonna be awkward. One licensors we can live with.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Happy 15 months. See you in the US for a Philly cheesesteak soon.
Oh yeah, Philly cheesesteak. Countdown, I guess, at this point. Before Philly, there is still Trieste, bros. In a week, I'm going to Trieste to commentate over the Legacy Series tournament, which is going to take place in Trieste. Trieste. And people are going to be playing Modern in there. I will be one of the commentators discussing their place and nodding as I say, yeah. Trieste. Where can we find that stream? We will be able to find it on Legacy's Twitch channel, which I have to actually check for now because I'm don't remember the name of it off the top of my head because it might be like LEC something. Legacy European Tour. Twitch.tv/Legacy European Tour, yeah. Gonna be in a week. I'm going to be commentating with Will Hall. There's going to be a second pair of commentators too. It's going to be Skura. Let me check that. Legacy European. First stage of round 3 is coming up. We are looking forward to LMS Trieste, when we will find out the first qualified players for the LEC Athens. Athens, right, as you pronounce it. Team of casters. Piotr Kanister Głogowski, classic qualifier LMS Warsaw. Damn. This man looks serious. Caffeine Lily. Skóra. The Will Hall XP. Skóra is Polish and his nickname comes from his surname. But skóra, not written like that, but skóra actually just means skin in Polish, so that's a little bit of a interesting name, if you think about it this way. One of the interesting things I remember last time is non-English people saying he sounded English. Okay. Yeah, skin and cans, that's true. I really don't want to discard my Eugene, so I did what I did here, but guess I whiffed. Sort of. I mean, hardly a whiff, but like the analysis hertz also like does interact with the graveyard shenanigans a little bit, so I think I actually had to do it. Can copy Castle Lochthwain, honestly. Seems pretty good. Trieste. Yeah, exactly. Should get a list of catchphrases to use while commentating, like G Willikers, Bazinga, or Leaping Cowboys. What they play. Leaping Cowboys, what they play. That's a good catchphrase. Leaping Cowboys. Bro, let me use my Lochthwain. Oh, okay, I guess we would have drawn this and just win. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. I guess we lost the mirror, but besides, okay. Like Bazinga, have you ever done Bazingo? Damn, we guessed. I think you mentioned it before on the stream, so that's why I knew actually. But I assumed the joke is that it's Bazinga every day. Which is very humorous, but Are there any cowboy cards in Magic? There's no cowboys in Magic. Yes, they're called Minotaurs, I guess. How is Doomwake doing in the challenge? We can check. He's not. Alright, so you can name Emergent Ultimatum. That's probably a really bad guess, but okay, we know it's not Sulta E. It's older than Ikoria. It is not a sorcery. It does have a subtype. It is not a rare. It's common or uncommon in Boros colors for 5 or 6 mana. What was yesterday's card? I don't remember. Yeah, it was Quest to the Goblin Lord, yeah. Aurelia is a mythic, doesn't fit. Needs to be common or uncommon. Bulwark Giant fits from War of the Spark. Okay, so it's a 5 mana white uncommon creature. That is not a giant, older than that. Helix, bro, so it has to cost 5 or 6 mana. 5 mana uncommon creature. Sarah. I think Sarah Angel original printing is a rare, so probably doesn't fit. How do you know about 5 or 6? Because this is yellow, so we know that's within 2. Otherwise, it would be white. No, it was uncommon from the beginning. Okay, but that's from Alpha, didn't really help us. Not an angel though. So let's name something from middle of Magic. Cloud Goat Ranger. No, but that's a giant, and it can't be a giant. A Revelark was a rare, probably. And it's not an angel, not a giant. So I don't know what it is. If it's not an angel, not giant, and 5 mana white uncommon. Damn. What other types exist there? Can name something from New Phyrexia, Time Spiral, Ravnica, Kamigawa. Archon? What Archon? So many Archons. But it feels like there's literally no Archon that fits the criteria, so whatever one you think about, don't finish that thought. Let's see if there's an Archon that fits that criteria. Ornithark, actually. Alright. You were right. It is newer than this set, so that helps because now we narrow the time scale from Journey into Nyx to War of the Spark, so we can name something from Kaladesh. Maybe. Decorated griffin. Yeah, that's too old now. Because we know it's not from this Theros block. Well, New Theros is too new because we know the card is not from... It's older than War of the Spark. Sunscale Regent. I think that's a good one. Unless it's the rare. Regent is probably a rare. It's a rare, bro. Dragon Scale Elite. Yeah, that's a good one. That was a uncommon bomb. Wait. Probably named something different. Pretty sure it was named Elite. Maybe not. Elite Scale Guard. Almost. Newer than 15. Uncommon is hard because we don't play them constructed. Yeah, you have to draft that. Sunscale region was more than 5, right? Sunscale region doesn't exist. Dazzling Ramparts. No, too old. What about Dazzling Beauty? Yeah, very beautiful face. Thanks to Mon. Harold McNeil, that's the invoke what's that? What does it invoking, that card? The blue one. Prejudice, yeah. Same guy. This card was actually named after my wife. Someone please message her and tell her I said this. Sure. I think there was a cycling embalm creature in Amonkhet for 5 mana. I don't remember the name. Let's go type line bird. White. Mana value equal to 5. So I remember that card. I'm just gonna check its name. Speakeasy server, damn. Alchemy Speakeasy server. Bird gets the worm. Cox. And has a bag of worms. So funny. Bird guest. When Aven Tactician enters the battlefield, bolster 1. Damn, solid. This Oketra's Attendant is what I was been thinking of. It looks kinda odd when you look at it, like the bird head with the human body. It kinda doesn't make much sense. Cycling Elbam. Oh, that's a sexy bird. Yeah, speaking of sexy birds, I guess not really birds, but There was the new version of the cat from Mirrodin, right? That's how it looks. And that spurred me to look for cats to attach the equipments to. And I have encountered the older version of Kemba. And just look at the badonkers on this cat, bros. It's insane. It's like the one of the most badonkers card in Magic, I think. But then you look at the new one, like you wouldn't recognize her. Is the same person still? Doesn't look like cat person. So let's guess Oketra's attendant. It's not that, not a bird, not a... I guess it's not a soldier, so we knew it's not a soldier. So that was a bad guess. Imperial Ceratops. That's not an uncommon. No, it's too new. We already knew it's not the Ceratops. What even is an Imperial Ceratops? Yeah, I did get blinded by the cat. One could say. While typing the Ceratops into the mix. A Reaper of Flight Moonsilver, but we can't, it can't be an angel because we have selected Sera Angel, so we know it's that. Co to jest za kurczak? Ale co to jest w ogóle?
I stwierdź. Zapytaj.
Nie wiem co to jest. Bro, Skasia returned from her trip home and brought this. Just asked me to show this to the stream. I guess it's a cock. A glass cock. Very nice.
It is a cock you can hold things in. Very nice cock.
Nice cock. So putting the cock aside. Glorifier of Dusk. Alright, let's check Glorifier of Dusk. Vampire Soldier, but it's from Ixalan, and it can be Ixalan. Yeah, it can be a soldier either, it's also too new. 5 CMC Align BFZ. Step Glider. Oh, I remember that card. It looks like a bird, but it's actually an elemental. Target creature with a +1/+1 counter on it gains flying and vigilance until end of turn. That seems like a very random ability. Shattered Angel does not fit. It cannot be an angel, so I'll take this opportunity to time you out. Like, not being a ninja was mentioned 5 times already. So, simple. It was Step Glider. Who suggested Step Glider first, bros? Who was first? Congrats, you won. You won the prize of, I guess, saying congrats, bro. I stir fry you in my wok. Damn, that's a good one. We have a little bit of time for till the next round, so I guess I'll take a quick break. I'll be back in a few minutes. All for the next round, broskis. That's a very good line though. From the intergalactic man, I stir fry you in my wok. Yeah, such a good line. This is not great. I guess I'll get fields. Oh shit. Bot exploding. Oh, they don't have Carnot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No Carnot at least. Okay, I have one card in hand. Guess. Let's even do anything to get a scrying. It's probably a mistake. Because even if they have nothing to activate Lair of the High Drive, they have Carnot, they will just win with Carnot. Streamer theme song. Is it really a theme song of mine? Kiora and Troll. Elf. Wow, they just tapped the lair for no reason. That's good. Good song. Alright, they have the Cardinals. You win. Brazil Borrower could bounce Cardinal. That would be technically true. My hand looked okay, but didn't materialize. We have the Needles passport, so we think we can go get by without Fae. Tracer is like not super speeding me up. Could be cutting the Behold the Beyond. Probably in this. Matchup, yeah. It seems not absolutely necessary. Keep, I guess. Not a great hand, but I mean... That is a hand. I play Lanor Elves. Pictured on the artwork, clearly a singular elf. I wouldn't be unhappy to draw a regular land now. If I draw Scrying, I would prefer to play the field, but if I draw land, I would prefer not to. Wow. Come on. Eh. Name's Lotus Field for Stone Brain, yeah. Cool stuff. Didn't play around that. We do draw free cards, so you know. Engage plan B. Odds of succeeding, low. Maybe we can copy the forest with 4 Wolflow Havens and have a land that taps for 4. That will simply do it. Six mana. I cast Storm. Okay, we die. Unless they literally hit nothing. But even if they hit lands, it makes them cast Storm again. I believe we are going to get a little bit fucked. A tiny bit fucked. Is it possible to make black mana anymore? No, because my opponent doesn't play black lands. Turns out the better play would have been to play out a Lotus field. But I didn't play around my opponent doing that to me. A little bit unfortunate. Wasn't in a great spot in the game anyways. Although probably in a better one. If they would know to name Mastermind's Acquisition. Passport. Try put it out of Fey. They could also do that. Name strings. With strings it's hard to win, but it's possible to win. Without strings, rather. Like with strings it's easy, but especially since you could like chain pores until you wish for Eugene and then Eugene exiles with no Karn involved. Should be winning. But that means that we completed the round 5 out of 9. We are not going to top 8 this tournament anymore. So I guess I'll say thank you for watching today, and I'll join you tomorrow. Maybe I'll play a few more rounds of stream, but maybe I'll drop some points. We'll see. Thank you for watching my content today, and I'll send you over to someone. Maybe there is a streamer succeeding in the showcase. How is Gab doing? Pioneer Showcase Challenge 1 free. He's doing. How is Ginger doing? 3-2. Assuming that he's gonna keep playing Can Ray Ginger. Stay hydrated, broskies.